Welcome to a Glaass tutorial. In this video, I'm going to explain the different user types and permissions in Glaass. When you are added to Glaass, the administrator will set your user type and permissions on the project. You can find your user type and permissions by going to Personal Preferences and scrolling down to the Your Projects section. You can see each of your user types and permissions for each of the projects that you're associated with. You can find other users' user types and permissions by clicking Settings, Users, and then opening up the specific user, and then going to the Permissions section. Your profile will be associated with one user type and 3 permissions. In this tutorial, we're going to run through each of the user types and the permissions. The first user type is read-only. If you are a read-only user, you will only be able to view and print information in the project. You will not be able to create any cases or reply to them or edit them. For instance, if I go into the quality module and then into the lots template, we cannot create a new case here. The next user type is the standard user type. These users will be able to create cases they have access to in the project. So they'll be able to open up a new template, fill it in, and create the case. These users will also be able to reply to cases. The third user type is administrator. These users will be able to create and reply to cases that they have access to in the project, but in addition, they will be able to add additional users to the project. They will also be able to edit other users' permissions and user types and viewable templates in the project. Administrators can also add and edit companies, add and edit groups, as well as add and edit project locations. In addition to this, administrators will be able to edit the project details, such as the project name, time zone, and default language. Administrators will also be able to export a list of the project users, add a project logo, and set business days and holidays in the project. Administrators can also edit all workflows irrespective of who created them. Administrator users can also delegate cases to other users, and they can also delegate workflow steps that are currently in process to other users to action. The first of the 3 permissions in Glaass is called Folder Controller. These users can create new folders, they can rename any folder, and they can also delete empty folders in the project. Moreover, Folder Controller permission users can privatize folders so that they can limit which users or groups have access to the folder, and they can also remove privacy on folders. In addition, Folder Controller permission users can move all folders and everyone else's cases in the project to reorganize the project's information. The second permission in Glaass is called Document Controller permission. These users can reopen any closed case, including cases from other users. Document Controller permission users can also edit any user's case in the project, editing the project title, status, due date, and any metadata fields in the case. Users with Document Controller permission can also add a workflow to anyone's case. Document Controller permission users can also edit project metadata, and they can also add new project metadata to the project. Document Controller permission users can also customize the templates in the project, changing their configuration and project metadata on each of the template fields. The third permission in Glaass is called Managerial. This allows users to see the analytics icon in the menu bar and therefore view the project's analytics in real time. Users with managerial permission can create their own widgets, customize their analytical dashboard, and drive into project information. That was an explanation about user types and permissions in Glaass. User types and permissions control what users can and can't do in the project. When a user is added to the project, the administrator will set the user's type and permissions. And you can view your user type and permissions by going into Personal Preferences. Read-only users can only view and print information in the project. Standard users can create, edit, reply, and link cases they have access to in the project. Administrator users can add and edit users, companies, groups, and locations. And administrator users can edit project details and all workflows, as well as delegate cases and active workflow steps. Folder controller permission users can create folders, privatize folders, rename folders, delete empty folders, and move all cases and folders. Document control permission users can reopen any closed case, edit any in-process case, add a workflow to any user's case, add and edit project metadata, as well as customize templates. And managerial permission allows users to view the project's analytics. That was an explanation about the user types and permissions in Glaass. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team.